Today, I would like to remind you that regardless of where you fall on the political spectrum or your beliefs, whether you're Republican, Democrat, centrist, or you're agnostic, religious, or atheist, that each and every one of us are susceptible to our own preconceived cognitive biases, and we will go out searching for information that confirms these biases. Now, I'm reminding you of this because today, what we saw unfold in Washington was highly unagreeable. Protesting, that's perfectly fine. But breaching the barracks, going in there, disrupting the democratic process that we have forged in our country is not something that we should be agreeing with, regardless of where you fall on the political spectrum. And I've been seeing people from both the left and the right and people in the between who are calling this out and saying that that should not have happened. And I'm proud of these individuals. But then there are the individuals who are also trying to condemn all Republicans and all Trump supporters for the actions that happened here, or they're trying to push it off, saying that, well, the saboteurs in there, the violent ones, they were probably Antifa members or people of other nefarious groups. And what's important to realize about both of these beliefs is that they are assumptions. And whenever our assumptions guide our beliefs or our predominant thoughts on a matter, that's when we get into sticky waters. And that's why we can always go back to remembering that if our actions or our thoughts or our words hate, harm, or hinder another, they probably should be omitted. And the assumptions we make about entire groups of people in relation to these types of events, they do hate, harm, and hinder our relationships with those individuals. So I think we can almost all agree that what happened today was escalated by the President of the United States, and he did end up telling people to go home and be peaceful. But we have to recognize that our words do have consequences, and we have to take responsibility of how our words influence the behaviors of others. Because you can't just make a tweet calling your people to DC and calling out Pence and saying that he was a coward and not expect some form of rebuttal, especially when you have such fervent supporters. I don't know what you would think, but as we see now, Mike Pence has unfollowed Donald Trump on Twitter, so I don't think in the history of the world we've ever had a vice president unfollow a president, so the world's in a strange place, but it is our epistemic responsibility to continuously vet and challenge the thoughts that linger and get into our heads, because we do not want to pull apart our democracy and continuously challenge it just based upon conspiracy theories or based upon what people who agree with us are saying. It's not worth it. No. So just know that regardless of where you fall in these different realms, your beliefs could possibly be wrong. So, yeah. That's all for today. Thanks for tuning in, and stay safe out there.